Trees play an important role in our environment for air and water quality, and even for survival. But what happens when a new road or other development is built near trees like this one? Find out how Travis County protects these trees while building our growing infrastructure in this episode of On the Move. Trees offer a wide range of benefits to communities like Travis County.
They help shade streets and creeks, and that helps keep the water temperatures low. Those lower temperatures help keep the oxygen levels high in the water. And when our streets are also shaded, it does help keep the water that's running off and into our storm drains and ultimately our creeks also cooler. Additionally, the cover provided by trees and forested areas provide habitat for birds, mammals, pollinators, insects, all kinds of living things. And when people view and interact and listen to nature, it's calming. When you spend time in nature, to lower your blood pressure, reduce your cortisol levels. It has real beneficial effects on our bodies and our brains and our systems. And of course, the trees are absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen, and so we need them.
Trees also play an important role in reducing erosion, which can negatively impact our rivers, streams, and other water sources.
One of the ways that trees can help mitigate erosion is with the tree canopy itself. The rain will actually get diffused through the canopy of the tree, so you'll actually get less intense rainfall underneath the tree, which will lead to less erosion. But probably the biggest way is through the root system of those trees. Those roots will help keep that soil in place, and the soil will be able to become much more stable.
When trees are taken as a result of development activities, mitigation is required.
Whenever there's a county project that comes in that proposes tree removal, that is done through the design phase. So the consulting engineer will determine what trees are required to be removed in order to complete the project. We prefer for the tree mitigation to be on-site plantings, but whenever that's not feasible, the applicant will then pay into the Travis County Tree Mitigation Fund. These type of funds support projects for tree replanting, public outreach and education, maintenance of trees, wildlife, habitat restoration, and other similar items.
We also do a lot related to wildland fire and fuel mitigation, so trying to look for those opportunities where there's accumulated dead or downed woody debris and removing some of that where appropriate. We're also using a lot of prescribed burn and trying to put fire back on the landscape to help us maintain these lands in the way that they are adapted.
Everything relies on trees and vegetation for something or another. But in the case of endangered species specifically, one is the golden cheek warbler, which nests exclusively in 21 counties in central Texas. They require trees for nesting.
Now, development is not the only cause of tree loss in Travis County. Severe storms, especially those involving ice and wind, can cause significant damage to trees in the right-of-way, leading to hazards such as fallen branches, damaged power lines, damaged vehicles and other property, and obstructed roads, posing risks to public safety. Travis County's Road and Bridge Division of Transportation and Natural Resources is committed to addressing these issues by assessing and clearing damaged trees and debris.
Our first order of concern is any tree damage through ice storm or such event is to remove the debris from the roadway to keep the road clear and safe for the public. And the second order of priority will be to remove any fallen trees or dead tree from any maintained county right-of-way. When it comes to power lines, we normally don't deal with power lines. We prefer it to the local power companies and or either our contractor. We're not set up to handle tree lines and high power lines. We work closely with the environmental management team, and they're here to make sure we stay in compliance with all the local, city, county, and state ordinance to ensure that the continued growth of the trees in this area.
Trees are vital to Travis County and the surrounding communities. If you encounter tree-related issues in your area, you can report them by contacting the Travis County Environmental Hotline at 512-854-4400. That's it for this episode of On the Move. See you next time.